That shows you everything. He was like a free safety and was like, oh, okay, he about to spin. Let me go get that. And then I'm about to take off. Like
Right.
that right there was like, yep. I was like, yeah, he good.
He good.
Yeah, he good. Now people already want to rush
Sure about
Bronny
that.
process and say, is he going to be a rotation player for the Lakers right now? Bronny don't need to be a rotation player for the Lakers right now, but he's developing so fast in
Fast.
front of our eyes, bro. It's not a slow development, and so, but stop putting pressure on him that he needs to be a rotation player. No, he needs to take the next step in his development, and whatever that provides is what the young man needs to continue to keep doing. And he's doing an incredible job of putting the work in and just not even shedding everybody up because it's not about everybody, but just like proving proving himself so right in front of the world, bro. I think that's probably the most beautiful thing about watching Bronny right now.
D Wade talks about Bronny James being ready for the NBA. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Bronny is just 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
Bronny Cole. I watched the moves. I watched the way. I watched his movement. Like that's not saying he's gonna be a 30-point a game scorer in the league. But
Definitely
bro,
not.
the kid can hoop,
He
and
can hoop.
he got his bag is heavy.
Yep.
His bag is tough, dog. He got it all, and so it's really really cool to see his confidence now. Like you started seeing it as he went to the G League and he started dunking on motherfuckers and having those games. But you saw it in the first play of summer league.
Yeah, Bronny, he's playing much better, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. This is Summer League competition, G League competition, players that may not be in the NBA, possibly overseas. So it's not to be like, okay, let's downplay it. It doesn't matter. It's good for his confidence, but is it going to be able to transfer over on the NBA floor? He showed flashes in the G League when he got NBA minutes, even in garbage time. He looked like a deer in headlights. He looked like he didn't belong out there. So is he NBA ready? Not yet, but is he much closer than he was a year ago? Of course, there's some development there. He's handling the ball more, driving to the basket. He's a solid free throw shooter. I think those skills will transfer over. But the main thing with Bronny is his confidence, and can he do what he's doing in the summer and G League consistently, being a rotational player with the Lakers? That's still up for debate.
Boom.
That shows you everything. He was like a free safety and was like, oh, okay, he about to spin. Let me go get that. And then I'm about to take off. Like
Right.
that right there was like, yep. I was like, yeah, he good.
He good.
Yeah, he good. Now, I think the one conversation, the one thing we'll be interested to see with Bronny is as he makes his jump. I think what the Clutch has done, what Rich has done, what his father has done is they haven't rushed this process.
Nope.
And so people already want to rush
Sure about
Bronny
that.
process and say, is he going to be a rotation player for the Lakers right now? Bronny don't need to be a rotation player for the Lakers right now.
Well, you saying that they didn't rush this process, you got to hold up there because technically he should be in college right now. Why is he in the NBA? Why is he still at USC trying to develop his game and mature on a college level? Because what we're seeing now from Bronny in the Summer League and what we saw in the G League last season, imagine what he would have been in college entering his, third season? He would have been good. He would have been legit. But by them rushing the process, LeBron wanted to play with him before he retired. That kind of messed Bronny up. Now, is it going to be a blow to where it's over for him? Did they overly rush him? There could be some development there, but you only got 4-year contract, so things aren't forever with Bronny in the NBA. He got into the league because his father is LeBron, represented by Clutch Sports, powerful agency. So he already had that in his back pocket, but again, that ain't gonna last forever because GMs and presidents and owners, they're gonna be looking like, is he just here because of LeBron, or is his talent gonna be able to shine off his own merit? So yeah, they did rush the process with Bronny, but they're trying to be patient with him now that he's in the NBA.
He needs to continue to keep developing. And so, his play gonna show you when that step is gonna come, but it may not be this year neither. He still has to develop. And so, but he's developing so fast in
Fast.
front of our eyes, bro. It's not a slow development. And so, but stop putting pressure on him that he needs to be a rotation player. No, he needs to take the next step in his development, and whatever that provides is what the young man needs to continue to keep doing. And he's doing an incredible job of putting the work in and just not even shedding everybody up because it's not about everybody, but just like proving himself so right in front of the world, bro. I think that's probably the most beautiful thing about watching Bronny right now.
Yeah, no one's rushing Bronny to be a rotational player. They're more just talking about how he got into the NBA. Is he NBA ready? Let's not, jump over the hill yet that he's playing great. in Summer League and G League. But again, that's cool amongst that competition. But even rotational players in the NBA, even players in garbage minutes, they're going to be playing better with more of a purpose than you would be in the Summer and G League. So things are looking good for Bronny now, but he has to do this versus NBA competition. Again, no one's rushing Bronny. We're just basically saying, who cares what he's doing in the Summer and G League? What is he going to do when he gets on the NBA floor? He don't got all the time in the world. I get it. It may not be this season. When is it going to be? At the end of his contract? When he has to fight his way and try to earn his way into the league? You can only do so much if you're Rich Paul, Clutch Sports, and LeBron. Eventually, the timeline is starting to fade away. He has to be ready this season if he wants to have a chance to have a long career.
So for all the young players, there's 4 quarters in the game for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you start the game off rocky or in a situation that you don't feel like you're being successful, you just got to stay with it.
Yep.
And you got to ride through the wave. You got to work through the moment. And eventually, the way basketball is, you're going to have your moment. And that's where your work is shown. So that's a good example, D-Wright, for all the young guys that'll be watching that's playing Summer League, that, you know, they're hanging their hat on every moment about making the team or making an impression of people watching, not more so the fans, but the front office, the coaches, the players that are already solidified on the team. You know, the young guys are going through a different type of pressure because they want to get in the rotation.
Yeah, you definitely got to keep your head up high, especially if you're Bronny and the other players in the G League. But it's different with other players that are in the G League and Summer League. They may not have the same opportunities that Bronny had. They're not the son of LeBron James, could be the greatest player ever in NBA history. That's a debate going on, but still, no one is the son of LeBron. A lot of people, they don't have the representation of Rich Paul and Clutch Sports, so it's different for Bronny. He can be a little bit more patient. He can trust the process more. He can kind of ease his way into the NBA. A lot of people, they don't have that luxury, so I hear what Chris Johnson is saying. He's doing some great things with Bronny, getting him to that level, working on his ball handling, so shout out to him. But again, people don't have that comfortability that Bronny has. It just ain't happening.
Some guys, you know that they're going to start, and they got a different look. But those guys that are two-way contract guys, these guys that are trying to play their butt off to be on a roster. Like I watched Nelson. What's Nelson's with the Sixers?
Jameer Nelson.
Jameer Nelson got a son, played for the Spurs.
For the Spurs, yeah.
And his son is probably the second or third team point guard on the Summer League team. And his dad is an assistant GM at another, but he's going through his process.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people don't understand that this is a normal process. Just because your dad played don't mean you are exempt from failure.
Yeah.
And I was watching that moment, watching how that kid handled failure in front of the world. And he could have been on the bench pouting, like, I ain't getting to play. My dad's sitting there. No, when his time came, he was ready to play.
And shout out to Jameer Nelson Jr., but he pretty much said it like it is. A lot of people, they aren't the son of LeBron. They don't have the representation. They don't have the opportunities that Bronny has. Sometimes, the cards are dealt a different way. So that was a good example showing that, a lot of people on the internet, they're real critical of Bronny just the way he got into the NBA. And Chris, he just confirmed it. Not everyone's going to be Bronny. Not everyone's going to have that red carpet. Not everyone's going to have a guaranteed 4-year contract that they can play out and kind of take their time to ease their way into the NBA. But either way, shout out to Bronny. Keep doing your thing. Playing much better amongst, lower level competition. And we'll see what happens moving forward if Bronny James can translate that over to the NBA floor.